Hey guys, what's going on? This is Dice Squad. I am Marshall Dice, known as Adam Campbell.
I am Todd Evangelista, General Dice.
And we are live here at the Groundhog Day Gaming Retreat 2016 with
Byron Wingate, Black Hand from Rogue Cthulhu.
Now, Rogue Cthulhu, that sounds very familiar to me, doesn't it, General?
Yes, because at Con on the Cob, I was taken by the Rogue Cthulhu people and trapped in another dimension. But I did escape.
That could have happened. I mean, if you were at Con on the Cob and you went to the speakeasy, you could have been trapped anywhere, maybe even in the hotel bathroom.
Well, actually,
maybe.
How long have you been? Well, first of all, let's do a little thing for our people who are not familiar with Rogue Cthulhu. Rogue Cthulhu started at Origins 1 year.
You know, you're gonna have to forgive me here a little bit because I only started 5 years ago. I was
5 years ago, but I think it was
1999.
99. That's what I was gonna say.
Way before Dice Squad was ever conceived.
Right, but they said we want to do games at cons that don't suck.
Well, that was kind of the premise, but maybe not quite. Actually, you know, the Rogue Cthulhu, what they call the Four Horsemen, were the original four Rogue Cthulhu people.
Right.
And they've been going to Origins for many years. The Cthulhu at Origins was subpar. I admit that might be saying too much about it. And, you know, they decided that, you know, in 1999, when they went to Origins, they were going to have their own scenarios prepped. And when it went south, they were going to commandeer the table and run their own scenario.
That's
and
right.
And they did.
And now they have their own room. Yeah.
You can't even. Still been going ever since, right?
Several years later, they started what was called the Big Show, which if you've ever been to Origins, Rogue Cthulhu has a huge show. And in 2016, we're going to break the doors off with 76 events.
Wow. 76 events. Well, that's good because when last year, if you weren't on the website in the first 5 minutes, you did not get into Rogue Cthulhu events.
Well, I'll be honest with you. There were 160 Cthulhu events at Origins last year.
Right.
This year there will be less than 80, and we will be 76 of them.
Wow.
So if you thought you needed to be online before,
Yes, but that's the thing at Origins though is they sign up for Rogue Cthulhu because of the Rogue Cthulhu name.
Appreciate
Yes, there were more events that were Cthulhu oriented because of course last year was huge with Cthulhu stuff.
Cthulhu-thon is the two things they've been doing for the last 2 years.
Yeah, but you know what I mean? Like other people were aware of Cthulhu, and with just Unspeakable Words and all the different games that came out with Cthulhu themes. So yeah, but you guys, your stuff sells out right away. So
well, our stuff is all hand built. We have a diehard dedication to produce something that will make you play in a game and go home if you're a GM and say, wow, I need to up my game.
Right.
Now,
in fact, let's talk about Cold Case. I played in Cold Case, and how many props did you guys bring for that? Hundreds. Everybody had like a CSI kit.
Well, I would like to say that there were hundreds of props. I think you might be exaggerating slightly, but I do consider Cold Case my crowning glory, and you know there's a lot of money invested in props, and it's all about the show. It's about the players. It's about the characters. You know, when you can come into any RPG, sit down and get handed, you're a monk, level 1. Make up your background.
Right.
And as an RPGer, you're like, well, I'm not sure what I'm. You come to a Rogue Cthulhu game, you have a background. You have a story. There's a purpose for you to be at the table, no matter which character you pick.
And let's talk a little bit about the room. Talk about props for
yeah,
the
one of the
game.
cool. You have a bunch of like inflatables and stuff like that. You guys bring.
Unfortunately, we didn't bring that to Groundhog Day, but you know, we're trying to help you guys out here and start something. But next year we might.
Yeah.
And, you know, we bring a show. It is like, you know, when you go to a wrestling match, you can go to high school wrestling where there's 2 kids on a mat, or you can go to the WWE where there's backstories and characters and high impact energy, and that's what we bring.
Yeah.
Every guy at our table that's a GM wants to be there, has chosen to take money out of his pocket,
Has taken out the light bulbs of the hotel room and replaced them with black lights.
Well, we may or may not have had permission for things that we've done, but, you know, somebody told me a long time ago, it's easier to ask for forgiveness or beg for forgiveness than ask for permission.
You know,
Yeah.
I've heard that myself a couple times.
Very true, very true.
Now, Rogue Cthulhu. Why the name? Rogue. Out of all the names, why?
Because we commandeered a table.
Oh, okay.
It was outside the establishment. It wasn't,
Yeah.
you know, when Marx and the other people that were the founders of Rogue Cthulhu went to Origins, and you can see the whole manifesto on our webpage at roguecthulhu.com, as a matter of fact, if you really want to read more of the backstory, or on our initial podcast that we had, also available at roguecthulhu.com, or our Facebook page.
Right.
And, but, you know, it was about, we were anti-establishment. We were the bad guys of the WWE. I mean, it didn't matter. We didn't care, okay? We didn't ask. We did what we wanted to do.
Yeah.
You know?
But now you guys are like the establishment because
Well, no,
Origins
I mean-
loves you guys.
I mean, well, Origins loves us because people buy tickets.
Right. And you
be
got,
honest.
and they let you bring in the big inflatable Cthulhu. You guys have the DJ basically playing music all the
Yeah, I
time.
mean, you know, it's all about the show.
Yeah.
We consider every single thing, you know, and we brought, you know, one of our board games that we've created here.
Let's talk about that. Okay, we're gonna right now. We're gonna put up some pictures of what you guys brought. What do you call it?
It's called Cultists of R'lyeh. And
Right.
it is a completely Cthulhuized Settlers of Catan. Now, already right there, you've got $100 value. However, it's just like a Ronco commercial. There's more. Okay?
There's more?
It is. Oh, yeah.
It's 2
If you
tables
put
big.
black lights in here, it's UV radiant. It glows in a black light.
And who?
Huh.
And that's all
And
handmade.
it's 10-inch tiles, all handmade by none other than, you know, the Grand Poobah, Mark said, who is the main man, but
Right. And they're running it all weekend here. So
that's right. 6 game slots available.
So we're gonna, it looks great. You've got cultist stones. You've got caves. You've got like bubbling pits of stuff. Who knows?
But somebody told me that Groundhog Day Gaming Retreat was going to be about more than just board games.
Yes.
That's what we've heard.
Yes, that's true.
Heard that.
This
And
year.
I think at 8 o'clock, that's going to get kicked off.
Yeah, you guys are going till midnight tonight.
At least.
Now, besides your board game, what are some of the other events you have going on this weekend?
Oh, wow. Now you're going to call me out on a thing. Well, I mean, we
Well, it's
have
24
We
hours.
have pretty much any genre of Cthulhu that you'd like to have. You know, a
Yeah.
lot of people think Cthulhu. You know, H.P. Lovecraft wrote stories about supernatural phenomenon that happen to everyday ordinary people. Okay? Well, if you think everyday ordinary people, you think 1920s, you know, you got like the people of the house or maybe the Lord or whatever, but we break that open, okay? We go modern day. I have a game that I wrote that has Navy SEALs. Todd's had the pleasure of playing that game.
Yeah, I played that one.
We have, you know, Cold Case.
Played in the
which,
outer
I mean,
space one.
We have Cthulhu Invictus, which is Roman Legionnaires. We have Dark Ages. My buddy Tom the Viking Arnott is going to be running a game called Night Soil. That's Romania.
Con on the Cob. I played World War II.
Yeah, World War II, World War One. You know,
You guys
Civil
are doing
War,
medieval, right? Medieval this weekend.
I mean, anything
Yeah.
you want, we can deliver. You know,
The Avengers versus Cthulhu?
yes. Marvel Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. for the first time is going to debut tomorrow morning. That's
Oh
correct.
my gosh.
One of my babies right there.
The
All right.
X-Files versus Cthulhu?
Well, this is good because you guys get to have some, and also people who are coming to these cons can actually get in your events,
Right.
and then you guys get to try out some things and refine some things.
And there's a little secret about the Marvel Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. game that
Oh, yeah?
I've yet to really bring out, and that is that it's more than that.
Oh
It's
no!
more?
It's more.
Wow.
Something strange is more. There's a game I've heard. I think it's going to be playing at Origins. It's called Hyborian Horror.
Okay.
And you're a gamer. What's Hyboria mean to you?
Conan.
You put me on the spot here.
Conan. It's
Conan.
Oh, Conan, yeah.
Yeah, something strange is
Conan O'Brien.
This is one half of another event that's going to run at Origins.
Oh,
My
so
buddy
there's
Matt
tie-ins.
McLeod from Louisville, Kentucky is going to be running a game called Hyborian Horror, where Phil Coulson meets Conan the Barbarian face to face.
Interesting.
And together, they're going to tackle the bad guy.
And who's
I
the
do
bad guy?
not think that.
Well, I can't tell you.
I don't
you
think
okay.
that Conan.
But it would probably drive you insane.
All
Conan
right,
would
all right.
not
You better
put
tell
up
the general.
with,
He's
will
more
tell
used
you
to that.
I will tell you, but it'll be some like non-Euclidean code. You may have to summon something to figure it out.
All right. Well, I'm not going to get trapped in another dimension right now.
Probably a good idea.
So we got to get out of here before I do.
But if they're not here, which I don't understand why you're not here at the Groundhog Day Gaming Retreat, where can you go find all your information about Rogue Cthulhu and stuff like that? One more time,
Dude,
your
the
website.
Rogue Cthulhu Facebook page. You can hit us up there. There's a link to Groundhog Day Gaming Retreat, Warhorn, the hotel.
Yeah.
Every game we have is listed. Anything you need to know is there, and if it isn't, all you got to do is text a message on there, and I'll answer from the con.
Wow. That's great.
Awesome. All right, well, continuing our coverage here of Groundhog Day Gaming Retreat, this is Marshall Dice, known as Adam Campbell.
General Dice, Todd Evangelista.
And
Byron Blackhand Wingate from Rogue Cthulhu.
we'll see you guys later.
Hopefully in the RPG room.